Hi everybody, and welcome back to another edition of SCZ Live. I am Shanae, and boy, today's program has gone to the birds. Let me show you why as well. As we look around, we can see we are right here with our Silkie Chickens at the zoo, as well as our Nankins and our Lincoln Velders over here. So, as we've talked before in many of our other Facebook Lives, our farms area here at the zoo hosts a lot of endangered domestic animals. That often surprises people because, again, they don't realize that domestic animals can be just as endangered as some of our wild animals. So we're here today with two types of critically threatened poultry. One is the Nankin, which are these little chickens here. The hen is the lighter colored. We've got a couple roosters walking up here. Nankins are critically endangered types of chicken. They're a beautiful little chicken that's sassy and a lot of fun to have around and great to have on the farmyards because they do such a great job of cleaning up pests and like mosquitoes and ticks and other things. However, their eggs are relatively small, so lots of people didn't necessarily want them as egg layers in their houses. Now, the bigger chicken that you can see there that's black and white is called a Velder. It is an animal that is threatened with the Livestock Conservancy. They're often known as shadow on a sheet because of the black tail and the black head and the white in between that you see there. And the last ones that we have here are our Silkie Chickens. We have one white female Silkie Chicken over there, and then you can see we have a Silkie Chicken rooster who's all the way at the end of the run there as well. So all of these chickens are an important part of the farm. Not only do the chickens provide eggs for the farmers, they also provided potentially feathers for pillows and beds, and they provided the meat then at the end of their lives. Chickens today, lots of people raise them to have their own eggs at home. So you can see a huge diversity of chickens in sometimes people's very own backyards. Generally here in the city of Wichita, you can keep hens, but you can't keep roosters. So that's always an important thing to know. Well, our farms area here at the zoo is part of our education department, and we wanted to give you a little bit of update on what's happening in our education department. The zoo is now open today, tomorrow, and Wednesday for members. We open to the general public on Thursday as well. As we started to look towards June, the education department had to make the difficult decision that we were canceling our June summer school programs. At this point, we are not canceling the July programs, but we have canceled those June programs. However, we are going to look at what we can do instead. So we would like you guys to keep an eye on the website, see what's coming up and some of the exciting things we have planned. We know one of the things, for example, in some situations, people really would like to get out in the evenings with their families, maybe when the zoo isn't quite as busy, although again, we are limiting the number of people in each and every day. So we're going to look at doing some Moonlight Safaris, where families can come out and be together as a family unit and learn about the zoo and be here in the evening. We'll also be looking at putting together some different golf cart tours around the zoo, where you can choose to take a golf cart tour in the evening around the zoo, or maybe a golf cart tour even during the day behind the zoo, in the back of house areas of the zoo, where we won't necessarily be going into animal areas, but we'll see how the zoo operates from a different view. We're also, for all of their kids out there that have gone to summer school with us for so long, we sure do miss you. And one of the things that we are looking at creating right now is some sort of virtual summer school piece for 30 minutes a day that you can log into and learn and have fun with us here at the zoo. So we're always looking for different ways to interact and to do new things. And if there's ever something you guys have been interested in doing, let us know. We would love to hear back from everybody in the community to see what type of programming that you would like to see us do as we move forward. We know we're going to focus on a couple of things, either being able to have programs where people can socially distance, or focusing on those programs where people don't have to social distance because they're in the same family or friend unit, so that they're already all together all the time. Now, as you can see, the chickens don't have to worry about social distancing. They can stay together and do a huge variety of things. Now, sometimes people don't think that chickens are very smart. However, you can train a chicken to do anything. You can train your dog dog to do. It just might take a little bit extra time. Chickens are pretty food motivated though, so it makes them a lot easier. And again, this is one of those Nankin roosters that we have right here. Again, known for those beautiful colors that they have. Here's one of the Nankin hens coming through. And you know, when we've talked about some of our other Facebook Lives, we've looked at the leg bands on animals. Here's a great time where you can also see those leg bands. For example, this little Nankin hen is number 32. So that way the zookeepers can always know exactly who she is and keep an eye on her and make sure that she's getting everything that she needs all the time. And that old saying of the pecking order, well, that actually does come from animals like chickens, because they do have a pecking order. There's chickens that are higher up in the rank and chickens that are lower on the rank. And they do that just by kind of pushing each other around and showing each other who the top chicken should be. As I said earlier, Nankins are known for their curiosity. So you can see they're the ones that are moving around and checking things out and trying to figure out what's going on more than anybody else. They're not quite used to having people sitting in the chicken coops with them at all times. So this is a new thing for them. Now, we talked about the Lankan Velders being a vulnerable animal and the Nankins being critically threatened. Silkie Chickens, however, they have no conservation need. They're actually animals that are listed as least concern or not listed at all. They're completely an ornamental chicken. Lots of people like them just because they're cute. Again, their eggs are relatively small, so not necessarily a good chicken to have around if you're looking at egg production, but they could be a great chicken to have around if you are looking at creating more chickens, because they are known for being great broody hens, meaning they love to sit on the nests. And they will sit on the nests of any type of egg, so often they are used as brooding hens to just kind of keep the other eggs comfortable and protected as they go. All right, guys, well, we're going to go ahead and say goodbye for Facebook Live today. Again, if anybody has any ideas on some upcoming summer programs, we would love to hear from you. Otherwise, just keep an eye on that website. We promise we're planning lots of exciting things coming up soon. Thanks, everybody. And even though, hey, we're open, we're still caring.